Welcome into the crypto bunker. Today we're going to be talking about Sushi and the basic fundamental case for Sushi. We're going to look at the charts right now, and we're just going to talk about Sushi and why it's so undervalued, and why it's basically taken this long to possibly finally break out. We've been forming this massive wedge, as you can see here on the chart, and we've basically just been consolidating now for multiple months around these levels that we're at right now. And even for the past month, we've kind of been consolidating across even tighter levels, if you think about it, around this 1050 level, really. And this is kind of in my opinion, sort of this last opportunity here to try to be involved in one of the best communities and best DeFi platforms in the space. And so that's why I wanted to talk to you guys today about this. And so what I believe, the basic fundamental case is for Sushi, they have $5.6 billion locked in their protocol versus 5.1 billion for Uniswap. So that's one thing that they have over Uniswap. Another thing they have over Uniswap is that you can actually earn part of the revenue of the platform of Sushi by owning X Sushi. Right now, that is sitting at around 8.5%. And I can show you on here what it would look like. So it's at 8.55%. All you have to do is go to sushi.com. You go to the app, and then you go to stake. And all you have to do is swap, make one transaction from Sushi to X Sushi. And you will be earning 0.05% of the swap fees on all chains. So all 13 chains that Sushi is part of. And the X Sushi is continuously compounding. When you unstake, you will receive all of the original deposited Sushi and any additional from fees that you earn. Not only is this available on Ethereum, but it might soon be available on Polygon and Arbitrum, which is also going to allow for people who are sitting with Sushi in those wallets to then earn fees as well. So, it's really cool that you can be part of this earning, part of really the platform and a part owner, truly, of the platform. So I think that that's sort of one of the reasons why Sushi stands out from Uniswap, obviously. They also have pooling, farming, lending, borrowing, and their MISO platform. So they have pooling, where you're able to, you're basically able to provide two assets that you're going to be able to earn those fees for anyone that swaps between those two assets. In the future, coming up, is one of the major changes to Sushi that we will see, and that is Trident. And Trident is going to be basically pools like this with up to 8 tokens that you can have in it that add up to 100%, right? So if you want to have 30% Sushi, 10% USDC, 20% ETH, 50% wrapped Bitcoin, 10% Balancer, whatever. So this is kind of what Balancer does with their pools, except with Sushi, it's going to be integrated into their lending and borrowing platform, which is called BentoBox. So BentoBox is where you can go and lend your assets and earn yield on those assets. You can also then borrow against your assets to obtain liquidity without having to sell. So it's kind of like Aave, right, with lending and borrowing, but you can do that on Sushi. So really what Sushi is aiming to become is the home for all of your DeFi needs you know, it's a DeFi powerhouse, essentially, is what Sushi is aiming to become. And it's doing this through many different chains as well, which is really cool to see. They have liquidity on, this is just showing Arbitrum, but if we look at all chain, as you can see, liquidity has gone up and up and up, you know, as we've been going along here. And it looks to me like, sort of looks like the Sushi chart, and then it deviates away from it, right? So we know that Sushi is only about a $1.7 billion market cap, while they obviously have around 6 billion locked at this point. So that is one of the most, you know, sort of offset that you'll see. I can show you a little bit more of DeFi Llama, which is a cool place to go to see these stats. But they're on OKX, they're on Moon River, they're on Avalanche, Harmony, Binance, Calm, Ethereum, they're on XDAI, they're on Hecko, they're on Polygon, CeeLo, Arbitrum, Phantom. So they are one of the biggest, I think the biggest DeFi protocol in terms of value locked on Arbitrum. They have 374 million. As you can see here, we can look at the chart for that and what it looks like. It's just gone straight up. And, you know, so they are helping Ethereum scale to these layer 2s, but they're also chain agnostic. So they have multi-chain capability, as you can see. You know, they have a good amount on these other chains as well. With Polygon, they have 355 million. So, you know, obviously a lot of the liquidity is on, you know, is on some of these other chains, but mainly it's on Ethereum.
Are you ready for the all-out Spitzer Blitz? The Spitzer Blitz is on at Spitzer.
By the way, some of the beats that I have playing in the background, that's the Burbank Vibe Center, which is my cousin made these beats. So check them out on Spotify. Check them out on YouTube as well. The Burbank Vibe Center. So we can go back and look a little bit more at some of these protocols, right? Aave, biggest value locked, Curve second. As you can see, Sushi is ahead of Uniswap here. And you can also see the market cap to total value locked ratio. So Aave's at 0.21, Sushi's at 0.36. If we go by that, the most undervalued coin is still Curve. Next would be you know, Convex, Maker's up there, obviously Aave's up there, Compound's up there, and Sushi. And Uniswap is completely overvalued by this metric. It's 2.65 market cap to total value locked ratio. And the reason you see Uniswap at such a high level, I believe, is just because it's kind of institutionalized. So a lot of these institutions are involved with it. So they basically have partnerships that they then get other institutions involved. With Sushi, they don't really have any venture capitalists who are like influencing the project, which is cool. It's like owned by the community. And obviously there is VCs and funds who own it, but they're not like in like a direct contract. They have to buy it on the open market, just like all of us. So that's really cool. Another bullish thing that's going on with Sushi is that basically that vesting is finally done. So if you were farming Sushi back in the day, like a year ago, you can finally, you know, through that period, all of that vesting now is done. So you had to wait 6 months from a certain point, and now that is completely finished. So all the sell pressure is you know, gone, or it will come, you know, a little bit throughout here, but I believe that will get sucked up by the Sushi bulls. And so, you know, those people are free to sell whenever they want, and so that's, you know, really bullish. I think not having that selling pressure there for us anymore. And so, Another thing that's very bullish about Sushi that's upcoming is actually the NFT marketplace, which is called Shoyu. And Shoyu is really cool because, let me just get to that real quick on there, just so you guys know, they do have a Twitter page. If you guys want to follow them there, you know, please do that. And it's coming soon. Obviously, there's been some delays with Sushi with Shoyu as well as Trident I was talking about. So these are two major upgrades to the system of Sushi that are happening. So, you know, once that news comes through, I expect us to sort of start to break that wedge up and you know, break our way to, you know, around $30 in my opinion. But the cool thing about Shoyu is the fees from Shoyu are paid to X Sushi holders. They're also, you know, the fees that you can make as an artist are also paid in different tokens if you want. So you can get paid in Sushi for your art. I'm pretty sure you might be able to price it in Sushi. This is all things that I believe will be coming in 2022. So 2021 right now, I would focus on the metaverse that's coming with Shoyu, and sort of that dynamic that we're going to be seeing with the platform. They also have artist showcases that they're going to be doing at the beginning, which are, you know, just to start off the platform, you know, to have these cool sort of you know, really big time artists that are coming in. I know one of them is from Assassin's Creed.
This thing is real.
Should we open it?
So, you know, we can start to look at that. I also think another reason to be bullish on Sushi is just the community. The community is really strong. They have 50,000. They have 50,000 Discord members, and they have calls every Thursday on Discord at 5 p.m. that anyone can get involved in. So, for example, I was on the call last Thursday, and I suggested, you know, getting those X Sushi rewards onto Polygon and Arbitrum. And then the next couple days, I saw something that Sushi intern retweeted that was talking about that. So who knows if you know, that's something that I sparked or whatever. But that's the type of thing that you can do. I was also, you know, got them to possibly have an area where they can have old school Sushi NFTs in Shoyu somewhere, sort of like a museum for old NFTs from Sushi. So as you guys can see, this is a massive wedge that we've been, you know, along for Sushi, and it's looking really good. You know, my target remains around $30 for this, which is, you know, about a 3x from here. So if you're looking for a DeFi blue chip to get into, as you see some of these other tokens starting to moon, I would recommend, you know, trying to get involved in Sushi, and you know, they have some big things on the horizon with Trident and Shoyu. So they have the power of the news that's going to be coming in, and they also have the power of the community. You know, Sushi is the people's token, so don't forget that. And comment below with what you guys think. You know, am I too much of a bull here? You know, give it to me straight. Tell me how you feel about Sushi, and you know, like the video if you are, you know, a Sushi bull. If you're, you know, part of the Sushi community, if you want to learn more about Sushi, let me know in the comments as well. Please like, subscribe to the channel. I try to, you know, make videos on Sushi, on Aave, on different DeFi blue chips, on Ethereum. You know, I cover the space as a whole, and I'm really here just to try to educate you. You know, obviously not financial advice. None of this is, but for me, it's just trying to educate people on what's going on in the space, and I'm happy to be part of the Sushi community. So, so yeah, that's it, and hopefully you guys have a great day.